Alright, here we go. Alright, so as you're sitting back there, I want to tell you a few bits and pieces about Chesterfiled Farm. So to start off with, on your right hand side, we've got our outdoor animal nursery. So once our animals are a little bit too old to be inside, we pop them out here, means we can keep a close eye on them. Our calves in that outdoor animal nursery are still drinking milk, so we can still do that nice and easily. So we have a little, couple little goats in there, a few little lambs and a few calves as well. Alright, so up on your right hand side, this is our brand new farm cafe farm shop. This building's actually one of the original buildings built back in 1859. So it's just finished renovations and we've just moved in there this week, so that's all very exciting for us. So Chesterfiled Farm's on about 200 acres, so there's plenty of room for all of our gorgeous animals to roam around. So to start off with, on your right hand side, we've got two of our Shetland ponies. Their names are Scooby and Sooty, and we've also got our little donkey in there, Chester. Coming up on your left hand side, we have two of our llamas. We've got Nikita and Frost. Frost is the male. Frost is a little bit lighter in colour, so you'll see him a little bit further away. And Nikita's the one just here. She's a little bit darker. The main difference between a llama and an alpaca is just the shape of their ears. So if you look at the llama's ears, you'll notice they're quite curved. They're almost banana shaped. Alpacas have straighter ears. Usually alpacas are a little bit smaller in size and their fleece can be a little bit different as well. So on your left hand side here, we've got two of our ostriches. We've got a male, which is the one with the dark black feathers, and we've also got a female who's got the brown feathers. Ostriches are one of the biggest birds in the world. They originate in Africa and South Africa. They can't fly, but they can use their wings. When they're running up to speeds of about 70 kilometres an hour, so they can run quite fast. So they use their wings as a rudder, which means they can use those wings to move from left to right, and they can also use their wings to help them slow down as well. Alright, so on your left as we come around this bend, we've got two types of deer. We've got our fallow deer, which are the light brown in colour with the white spots. And we've also got red deer on the farm as well. Red deer are the browny coloured deer. They're the fourth biggest of their species, so they're a little bit bigger than fallow deer are. The ones we have here are females, so you won't see any antlers on these ones. The antlers you do see on our fallow deer, they will drop off once a year and they will grow back a new set. So that happens every year. As they get older, those antlers will get bigger. So usually the bigger the antlers on the deer, the older the deer is. Alright, so in the paddock on your left hand side, we've got one of our female emus. She's all the way up on the other end of the paddock at the moment. She's probably having something to eat. She's on the farm. We don't keep them all together. Sometimes they do like to fight. We don't like that happening. So this one here we popped in a paddock on her own. She's quite happy to roam around here on her own. So emus will lay a dark green coloured egg. The egg usually takes around about 9 weeks to hatch. And it's also the male that will sit on that egg. Usually it's a female when it comes to chickens, ducks and geese, but with emus it's actually the males that get to sit on the nest and keep it warm until it's ready to hatch. So on the paddock on your left we've got more of our fallow deer. We've got both males, females, and we've also had a little baby born in the last week or so. There's a little one getting around in there. If you get a chance to go and have a wander around, make sure you see if you can see that little fawn. Alright, so as we come around the bend on your right hand side, you'll see some of our kangaroos. We do have quite a few kangaroos at the moment, and there's a couple of little ones that are jumping around as well. So the joeys usually stay in the pouch from about 9 months from when they're born. Usually they're ready to come out of the pouch by then. They will continue to suckle the milk from the mother until they're about 12 months old. We've also got a male and a female emu in that paddock as well. So up on your left-hand side, you'll see some of our camels. We've got 4 camels on the farm at the moment. Their names are Barney and Herget. There are 2 males. Barney's the one closer to us in the left-hand paddock here. He's about 8 years old now. We've also got Michelle and Noisy there in the paddock next door with Herget. Michelle belongs to us and Barney belongs to us as well. The other 2 camels are just here on a little visit at the moment. So on your right hand side you may have seen some of our goats as well. We've got quite a few goats at the moment as well. Goats primarily like to eat lots of weeds and leaves. You'll often see them up on their back legs trying to get the leaves off these trees here. On your left hand side you'll see Jessica, she's one of our donkeys. And we've also got Bonnie, she's our little white pony as well. You might also see Tina, she's our milking cow. We've got 10 cows on the farm at the moment, 10 dairy cows that we milk twice a day in our working dairy. Tina's in this paddock on her own because she does our milking shows. So we do have another milking show at 2 o'clock. If you're still around, feel free to come down and have a turn at milking. If we don't milk out our cows, they can get nasty infections. They can get an infection called mastitis, which is very painful for them. So it's very important that we milk out those cows. Once we've got the milk from the cows, we then can use that for all of our babies. So we do feed our little lambs, goats, deer, and the calves as well, get all of that fresh milk. The pigs also get the milk. We've mixed it up with their pig food. The pigs live on the left-hand side here in this paddock. As you can tell, they do love to dig. We can now use this soil though for our vegetables now that it's nice and fertilised and turned up. It's very important that the pigs have lots of mud in their soil, in their paddock. It's because it keeps them cool. They also use the mud as sunscreen. So as we come through the gate here, you'll see Mickey, he's one of our dogs on the farm, and we've also got Ned, who's in the kennel next door. Mickey and Ned are both Border Collie Cross Hunterway. We've also got Bridget, our working Border Collie. She's up in the pen a little bit further. Bridget helps us round up all of our animals on the farm. We've also got 2 Marinas on the farm, so we've got Isaac up here on the landing, and we've also got Mia, who's asleep in the nursery. Isaac's only coming up to 12 months old at the moment, so he's actually not our guard dog, Mia is, so we let Mia out at night time and she protects our animals from foxes. That's why she's sleeping throughout the day. Alrighty, that's the end of your tractor ride. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your